watch it if you want to watch it. Fucking, I beat West the last time. Fucking, he's gonna beat me. Watch.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Fucking took the whole first quarter and I pressed the wrong goddamn button and threw a fucking pick.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Oh, force it!
41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Come on, bro. Fucking, you gonna try to fucking hard snap me right now? 22 is coming. 22 is coming. He fucking really tried to hard count me right now. This fucking guy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
I ain't taking no chances. Safe.
Here's the Jets punter now. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
You're going to run errands right now? Damn, nigga. Probably be on for a while.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, no!
gets into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
A fullback pass. This guy.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
No, sir.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
All day. Is that a Strauss?
Second down and 8.
Down. Is that the village store right there in the middle?
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
Oh, what the
fuck? It's intercepted.
One-handed.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Hey.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
One good thing about trying to defend that play,
like the brand.
You should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
2nd and 11.
Oh, give me a fumble!
Oh! And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah, what kind of shit? Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Oh, somebody, baby! Let's go!
Picked off at the 48. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep now.
What the fuck? You got to be fucking. Why did you fucking throw a duck like that?
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Oh, wow.
Force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 4. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
How much is the Bundy?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
400.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like doing that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Well, clear running situation.
I
Trying
thought
to
he was
take
going to
time
hand
off
it
the
off.
clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play. They hit them over the top.
Fournette is in. Touchdown, Jets. So the
Good
toss
game,
play
Les.
effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage.
He beat me
and when
last
they do,
year, and
foot
then we
race to the
tied, and then
pylon,
at
and
the
this
beginning of
time,
this year,
he had the
we
speed to win
tied.
that race.
And then I beat
Extra
him.
point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 14
Yeah,
to nothing.
literally. Seriously.
So after the touchdown,
And he was
here's
in the fucking
Blankenship
dungeon.
kicking
He
off.
comes out of nowhere and makes the play. Fuck it, take it out of the fucking.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
I would have fucking just kept losing, so I did. Since he's got fucking a gang of fucking first round. Maybe I guess that's why.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Oh, yeah.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins.
Oh, come on, bro. What the fuck kind
and
of
that should do it.
That?
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Rivers free, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Yeah, I saw that, actually.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back.
Oh, I just turned us off.
For a Miami touchdown.
Yeah.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get our...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. And Charles,
it wasn't
if
a
you're the
shutout.
coach of the
I'll take
losing
it.
team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys?
14-6. I went for 2.